I just got confirmation from Nikki that my new design was sent to my email, so we're gonna go over, print out the film, get it on this press, and print the shirt. So the next design is gonna go on white t-shirts. The first one that we did that you guys saw for V23 was on black shirts. So let's go ahead and print it out and show you guys the process of all that so we can print the first shirt. I have one order to print today. It's not that many shirts. It's only like 46, I believe. One color front, one color back. We do not need a base for that. It's going on dark shirts, but that green that I'm using is a little thick. So if I flash print it, it's gonna be more than enough. And after I'm done with that order, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the backdrop and my photography studio back there so that we can get the ball rolling on the photo shoot for my clothing brand. And we're gonna start with those two designs, and once those two are out, I'm gonna start figuring out what's next after that. We're definitely gonna get some hats order in pretty soon, of course, after we figure that out, and we'll go from there. So let's bring it up there, center it, make sure it's grouped. All right. Now we're gonna bring our triangle up. It's grouped. Center it, and it does look like it's off, but it's not. So I don't know if you guys know what side to print on the film, but sometimes I get a little bit confused, so I always write print side on the side that gets printed from the film. So I just grab it and it's gonna go in. So the side that says print side is gonna be the side that's facing me. Just drop it in there, and then we're gonna go back to our computer, select everything, file, print. We are gonna go 5 inches down. Let's go 4. Let's go 4 this time. Then let's center it. Okay. Now let's tape it down, burn it, and then we're gonna go set it up so we can print the shirt. All right, so I pulled out the screen from the darkroom. Let's go wash it out. All right, let's wait till this dries up, and we should be ready to start printing shirts. I want to talk about something real quick. All right, so I've been seeing this quite a bit, where people like to grab a lot of ink and they like to get their squeegees dirty. So what I mean by that is, it means a lot of ink on the screen, and for some reason I think people think that you need to grab like the whole thing that you put in there and squeegee away, which means that if you have a lot of ink, your ink is gonna eventually work its way up where the squeegee and the wood right here meet. And you know, it's harder to clean your squeegees whenever that happens, and I like to keep it about halfway. And what I mean by that is the ink. So what I do is that I know if I'm going to be printing a lot of shirts, I put a good amount of ink on here, but that doesn't mean I use everything. So what I do is I just grab what I need and I use that. So for example, you don't need more than this to print one shirt. So as you print, you're going to start using your ink and you're going to have less in your squeegee. So all you got to do is come back and grab more as you go. So whenever you lay your squeegee back here, you know, that's not a problem. You can always just bring it over and use what you need, just like that. So that way, whenever you're gonna clean your squeegees or change colors on the same setup, it's easier to clean your squeegee, it's faster to clean your squeegee, and you know, you keep them as clean as possible. So just because you put a bunch of ink on it doesn't mean that you have to drag the whole thing so that it works its way up here and it gets the whole thing dirty. So you can just hover over it, grab what you need, and then print away. So I've been seeing that. I want you guys to consider it, think about it, put it to use. Maybe if it's helpful for you, you're gonna learn to keep your squeegees cleaner, and it's gonna help you out throughout your process. So keep that in mind. I wanted to talk about that because I just kind of saw it happening, and yeah, hopefully it's helpful. Also, this setup right here is one of those situations where I tape off almost the whole screen to use the left chest, and then flip it around, tape off the left chest, and then use the rest for the back. So what's happening here is I usually run a strip of tape down one side of the image, down the other side of the image, one down here so that it separates the back from the image that I'm printing, and then I tape away whatever's left over so that no ink touches the back side. So really, all we're getting dirty is this little tiny square, and when we're done, we'll peel the whole tape off, and then we'll basically do the reverse. So we'll tape off this edge, that edge, and then this back part, so that we can print the back piece of that order.
Or whatever other insurances there are, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to upload a document, even though it's like, it was supposed to be done by Friday. I got it like closed, and then I guess they're due May.
All right, here we go. Time to set up the new V23. Getting a little sick. I woke up with a sore throat this morning. All right, you guys, that's gonna be it. This is finally printed. I'm very excited about it. I cannot feel more excited about printing something other than my own brand. So we're gonna set up the backdrop today at the end of the day, clean up the shop. We're gonna finish that order. It just got approved while I was doing this. So we're gonna get to work. I sent out a couple of quotes this morning and some samples. So we did kind of get a new account with the school, so I'm trying the best to figure out what they need so that we can get the merch for the school going as soon as possible. I have a lot of work coming in. I did say that I was going to talk about how I'm marketing to get business through the door, and I'm going to focus on that for you guys here soon so that I can shoot an entire episode just talking about that. A lot of people have questions about screen printing still, so I'm going to answer them as I go. Today I try to give you guys a tip for the squeegees to keep them cleaner. It helps me out a lot, and I know that it's going to help you out a lot too. So you know, if you are open-minded, go ahead and give it a shot. If you don't mind getting your squeegees dirty and getting your fingertips dirty, then that's really on you. But I like to keep my shirts clean, my fingertips clean, and my squeegees clean. So there it is, another episode. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right, my friends, let's call it a day. I cleaned up the shop a little bit, and I took the opportunity to set up the backdrop so that we can get that photo shoot going as soon as before this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. And that's it.